Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my dear students? Hope you all are fine by the grace of Almighty. I am also fine. Welcome to NIPS Home School. Here I am Kamrun, Assistant Teacher of English, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. My dear students of class 9, today I am going to take your English first paper class, and our today's topic is Unit 5, Lesson 1 and Informal Letter. So today we will discuss Lesson 1 from Unit 5, and then we will discuss Informal Letter. So all of you take your English for today book at first, and all of you go to page number 59. So today we will start with Lesson 1 from Unit 5. So Lesson 1 is, the title of this lesson is the grid of the mighty rivers. So the grid of the mighty rivers. So let's read the passage. Read the following text and answer the questions. Meherjan lives in a slum on the Shiraganj town protection embankment. The whispering wind from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady. The dancing flames remind Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. Now look at this picture. So there is a woman named Meherjan. She lives in a slum which is on the Shiraganj town protection embankments, and there is a whispering wind. That means there is a wind from the river Jamuna, and it makes the fire unsteady. That means Meherjan is cooking right now, and the dancing flames remind Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. So because of the wind, the flame of the fire is dancing, and it reminds Meherjan about her struggling life. Not long ago, Meherjan had everything: a family, arable land and cattle. The erosion of the Jamuna gradually consumed all her land property. It finally claimed her only shelter during the last monsoon. It took the river only a day to devour Meher's house, trees, vegetable garden and the bamboo bush. She had a happy family once. Over the years, she lost her husband and her family to diseases that cruel hunger and poverty brought to the family. Now she is the only one left to live on with the loss and the pain. The greedy Jamuna has shattered her dreams and happiness. So few years ago, Meherjan was quite happy because she had everything. She had a family, arable land. That means on this land she can cultivate different kinds of crops. That means cultivable land, and she had cattle also. But the erosion of Jamuna gradually consumed all, that is everything, and that means her land property. And finally, she became. It finally claimed her only shelter during the last monsoon. That means during the last monsoon, she lost her home, and it took the river only a day to devour Meher's house, trees, vegetable garden and the bamboo bush. That means it took only a day. Within a very short time, Jamuna river consumed everything of Meher's belongings. That means her house, trees, vegetable garden, etc. And over the years, she lost her husband and her family to diseases that cruel hunger and poverty brought to the family. So after losing everything in the river Jamuna, they became very poor, and because of the hunger and because of the poverty, her husband and her family members attacked by different types of diseases, and she lost everyone, and she is the only one left to live on this earth with the loss and with the heavy pain. That means greedy Jamuna has shattered her dreams and happiness. Here Jamuna is told greedy. That means just like the greedy person, Jamuna take everything from Meher. It seems like that. There are thousands others waiting to share the same fate like Meherjan. Bangladesh is a land of rivers, some of whose banks overflow or erode during monsoon. Erosion is a harsh reality for the people living along the river banks. During each monsoon, many more villages are threatened by the mighty rivers like the Jamuna, the Padma and the Meghna. It is estimated that river erosion makes at least, now look, 10 lakh people homeless. Now look, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now look, there are, 1 lakh people. So there will be 1 lakh people people become homeless every year in Bangladesh because of the river erosion. And in fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by climate change. If we can't take prompt actions to adapt to climate change, there will be thousands of more Meherjans in our towns and villages every year. So there are many people like Meherjan in our country, and because of the river erosion, they lost everything. And during each monsoon, many more villages become threatened. They are threatened by the strong mighty rivers or the powerful rivers like Jamuna, Padma and the Meghna. And there is an estimation that almost 1 lakh people become homeless every year because of the river erosion. And riverbank erosion is the main danger which is caused by the climate change. So if you can take enough actions right now, there will be thousands of more people like Meherjans in our towns and in our villages every year. So this passage is about the river erosion. Now we will go to exercise number B. So let's see, for each phrase below choose the meaning that is closer to the meaning used in the text above. Now number 1. In paragraph 3, mighty rivers mean. So in paragraph 3, what does mighty rivers mean? Let's find it out. Rivers that have huge volumes of water and very strong currents. Number B, rivers having many rowing boats in them. Number C, rivers that make people cry out. Number D, rivers that have strong banks. So what do you think, which one is the correct answer? Yes, you are right. Number 1, rivers that have huge volumes of water and very strong currents. So this is the correct answer, option A. Now number B, landed property. So what does that mean? Option A, a rented piece of land. Number B, a piece of land on the bank of a river. Number C, property in the form of a source of income to its owner. Number D, property used only as an agricultural farm. So dear students, what is the correct answer? Could you find it out? Yes, it is option C, property in the form of a source of income to its owner. Now number 3, whispering wind. Option A, wind that blows from across the river. Number B, wind that blows with a hissing sound. Number C, wind that helps someone make a fire. Number D, wind that blows in summer. So which one is the correct one? Yes, now it is number B, wind that blows with a hissing sound. So this is called whispering wind. Now number 4, dancing flames. Option A, a traditional form of folk dance. Number B, flames that make people dance around them. Number C, flames that are made unstable by the dust of air. And number D, flames made by people to remember their past. So it will be number A, a traditional form of folk dance. Okay, now we will go to section C. That means the question answer asks and answer the following questions in pairs. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. Okay, let's read. What does Meherjan use to make fire for cooking her meals? What does Meherjan use? So what do you think? What does Meherjan use? Yes, Meherjan Meherjan can use fallen leaves and straw to make fire for her cooking. And number B, what property did Meherjan lose due to river erosion? Yes, we have read that Meherjan lost house, cattle, trees, vegetable garden and cultivable land. Now number C, what do you know about Meherjan's family? So what do you know about Meherjan's family? We know that once upon a time Meherjan had a very happy family. right? She lost her husband and her family due to diseases. Now number D, in which season is river erosion most likely to occur? We know that it is monsoon. Number E, why is the phrase greedy Jamuna used to describe the river? What greedy do you notice in the description? So why is the phrase greedy Jamuna used to describe the river? So what can we say? Because the greedy people try to claim everything of the other people around them, right? That's why the greedy Jamuna is used here. So just like this, just like the greedy people here, Jamuna gradually consumed all the things, all the belongings of Meherjan, like cultivable land, trees, house, vegetable garden and bamboo bush. That's why greedy Jamuna is used here. Now we will go to exercise D. Complete the summary of Meherjan's life with words or phrases from the box. So at first we will read the words which are given in the box: victims, threats, affects, example, close to, due to, slum dweller, shortage of food, homeless, 1 lakh. Okay, let's read the summary of this passage. Meherjan is a typical dash woman who lives in a slum. So what will be here? Meherjan is a typical, what will be there? Yes, you are right, Meherjan is a typical homeless woman who lives in a slum. She lost her shelter and properties. Dash the erosion of the river Jamuna. So there is the cause. So what will be the correct answer? It will be due to the erosion of the river Jamuna. Now she also lost her family. Her husband had died of diseases caused by poverty, and then in number 3, what will be the correct answer? Yes, you are right. We know that his husband died because of the poverty and hunger. So it will be shortage of food. Shortage of food. Now she is only a dash. So what do you think? Now she is only a, where does she live? Yes, in a slum. So now she is only a slum dweller. But once upon a time she had everything. Like Meherjan, there are many people who have become the dash of river erosion. So who have become the victims of river erosion. So number 5 will be victims. 5 will be victims. River erosion is still posing dash to the lives and properties of thousands of people. So it is still a threat to the people who live near the river. So it will be threats. Then people living dash the river are the most likely victims of river erosion. That means the people who live near or who live close to. So there will be number 7 will be close to. Each year about dash people become homeless due to river erosion in Bangladesh. So we have read in our passage that it is 1 lakh. So our answer will be 1 lakh. Meherjan's life is just one dash of how climate change dash the lives of thousands of people. So only 2 words that affects an example. So in 9 what will be there? Meherjan's life is just one example of how climate, it will be example of how climate change affects, it will be affects the lives of thousands of people. So riverbank erosion is the causes of the or effects of the climate change. So we will not pollute our climate. We will plant more and more trees, and we will try to avoid the we will be careful about our environment. We will try to protect our environment. Now we will go to informal letter, and we know that informal letter, that means the letter which are not formal. There are two types of letter: formal letter and informal letter. Formal letters, formal letters means the official letter, and informal letter, that means you will write the letter to your close one, your father, mother, your friend, your brother, sister, like this. Those letters are called informal letter. And there are 7 informal letters in your half yearly exam 2021. So there are 7 informal letters you have to practice for this half yearly. And what are they? Number 1, a letter to your pen friend about your country. Number 2, a letter to your friend congratulating him or her for brilliant success in the JSC exam. Number 3, a letter to your younger brother on how to become a good citizen. Number 4, a letter to your friend about the importance of reading newspaper. Number 5, a letter to your friend about the annual prize giving ceremony of your school. Number 6, a letter to your friend describing the foods and food habits in Bangladesh. Number 7, a letter to your friend describing the recent fair of your village. So you can take a screenshot. There are 7 informal letters for your half yearly exam. You can take a screenshot. This is your half yearly syllabus. You will practice 7 informal letters. Now we will show you a sample informal letter. How you will write the informal letter. I know all of you know how to write informal letter. Let's have a review. So this is your question. Suppose you are Hassan or Hasna living in Nator town. Your friend Nabil or Nabila lives in Chattogram. He or she made an excellent result in the last JSC examination, and that result impressed you greatly. Now write a letter to your friend congratulating him or her on his or her success in the exam. So dear students, this is your question. So who is the sender? Hassan or Hasna. And who will receive the letter? Nabil or Nabila. So now we will start our letter. So at first there will be the heading, and in heading there will be address of the sender, there will be address of the sender, and there will be the date. Now look, 5 Ajimuddin Road, Nator. So who live in Nator? Hassan or Hasna. That means the sender. Okay. And now there will be the date, and today's date is 29 April 2021. You will write the date like this, not in number. You will not like 29/04 like this. You will not follow this one. You will follow this date, and everything will. You will write everything on the left side. You will not write in the right side. Everything will be in the left side. Okay. In the left side, and you will start your letter from the left side of your copy. You will not turn over the page. Your marks will be deducted. Now look, after that there will be a salutation or greeting. You can write dear Nabil. So you are writing letter to Nabil or Nabila. You can also write a Nabila. So there will be a salutation or greeting. Okay, dear father, dear mother, dear sister, or there will be a name, dear Nabil. After that you will give a comma. Okay, let's read. Now this is the body. Number 3, there will be the body. This is the main part of the letter. So thanks for your nice letter. I am very happy to know that you have got a brilliant figure in your JSC examination. My joy knows no bounds to hear this happy news. I congratulate you on your good result. But remember, this is not all. You should not remain satisfied with what you have achieved. You have to go a long way to be successful in life. You have to study hard to reach your ultimate goal. For this, perseverance and industry are essential. Go on study. I do believe and hope that you will be able to fulfill your dream. Now, this is the ending of the body. Convey my regards to your parents and love to your youngers. After that, there will be a subscription like yours ever, or you can also write here yours lovingly, or yours loving son, your loving daughter, or yours sincerely. You can also write this. After that you will put a comma, and then there will be the signature or your name like Hassan. So Hassan or Hasna is the sender of this letter. After that you will write the superscription. That means the address of receiver. This is very important. If you don't give the address of the receiver on the envelope, the letter will not reach to the person. That means Nabil will not get the letter. So the address of Nabil is very important, and all of you will draw this envelope, and from means there will be the address of the sender, and to means there will be the address of the receiver, and then you will give a stamp here. So this is the superscription, that means the address of the receiver. So there are 6 parts of the letter. At first you will write the heading, then the salutation, then the body, then the subscription, then your signature, and then the superscriptions. So dear students, you will practice 7 letters, informal letters for your half yearly exam. So dear students, that's all for today. I hope you have understood about today's topic. All of you will practice a lot and listen to your parents. See you again. Allah Hafiz.